Alright, this is question 13 from the 6.1 quiz. Right here it says use the law of sines to solve for all possible triangles that satisfy the given conditions. Then it wants us to round the answer to the nearest integer. Now the way that we set this up, it's not drawn to scale, and I'll actually show you if we drew this to scale, you could probably determine from there there would only be one possible triangle, if any, that would satisfy the given conditions. But what we have, the way I've set it up, we have vertex A. Okay, here this angle A measures 110 degrees. Side A, which has to be across from this angle, measures 22, and then side B, which has to be across from angle or vertex B, is 18. Because we have the angle side-side or side-side angle case, there is a possibility of 0 solutions, 1 solution, or 2 solution, and I'll talk why there's only 1 in this particular case. But we do have to use the law of sines because we have here an angle on the side across from it. So we would have the sine of 110 over 22 equals the sine of B over 18. We would cross multiply. 18 times the sine of 110 equals 22 times the sine of B. Divide both sides by 22. Reduce this. Don't have to. We have 9/11ths times the sine of 110 equals the sine of B. Therefore, B equals the inverse sine of 9/11ths times the sine of 110 degrees. Now, you do this on your calculator. We'll see how quickly and easily I can do it here. It might not be that easy at all. Maybe it will. Okay. Put that in degrees. There we go. And it's approximately 50.25 degrees. So here we have 50.25 degrees, which is correct. Then to find angle C, we would simply take the 180 minus the 110 minus 50.25, and we get 19.75. Now, it did say to round to the nearest integer, so just make this 50, make this 20, either one of those is okay. So we have that, and then the final piece that we would need is we would need this side C. From here we're going to use the law of sines again. We would have the sine of 110 over 22 again equals, in this case we'll do the sine of 19.75 over C. Now when we cross multiply, we have 22 times the sine of 19.75 equals C times the sine of 110. Divide both sides by 110. Sine of 110. Here's what we have. You would plug this into your calculator. We are in degree mode, so we would have, let's see how well this works. Sine of 19.75 degrees. Okay, all divided by the sine of 110 degrees. Didn't read the other one. Having trouble with degrees. This will be a lot easier on your calculator. But my calculator doesn't work from home, so I'm having a little bit of trouble. Try to put this in parentheses here. Okay, still having trouble. I will tell you this is approximately 8. And once you plug it in your calculator, you'll see that. Okay, that was getting frustrating. Now from here, we need to determine if there's another triangle that would satisfy this condition. Well, the only way that would happen, okay, this 18 still has to be 18, this 110 still has to be 110, and this has to be 22. The only way that would be possible is if we were able to swing this side over here. Okay, if we did, again, this side would still have to be 22, making this an isosceles triangle. Leg, leg, base. Base angles in an isosceles triangle have to be congruent. So this would have to be 50.25. And then if we take 180 minus 50.25, or 180 minus 50, what we're going to get is this has to be 130 degrees. In this triangle, there's no way, if we already have a 110 degree angle, that this can be 130, so there's only one possible solution here. Now, if you were to draw this somewhat to scale, and this dotted line represented the third side, and this was 110 degrees, and this was 18, and this was 22, we know that the only triangle that could be made here would be if this angle here, B, which we found was approximately 50.25 degrees. The only other way that we could make this triangle is if we were to swing this side, and it would be hitting somewhere over here. But this would no longer be 110. This would still be 18, and this would be 22, but this would be 70. So that wouldn't be a solution, or it wouldn't satisfy the given conditions. And that's how you solve question 13. Apologize for this mess down here. Didn't work out all that well, but I'm sure you can bear with me on that.